Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Hope you've had a great week. Let's start by looking back at our council meeting from this week. In work session, there were a couple of key events. A good overview of our public safety improvement projects. That's the police substations, municipal court, downtown administrative police headquarters, and the property warehouse and crime lab. Got a lot of good graphics and pictures of the projects that are underway. Check that out on video on demand. We also talked about the city charter. It appears that we are likely to bring together a citizens group to study some changes to that charter and bring us some recommendations. More to follow on that. We also got good news on some bonds that we'd sold as part of this year's budget. Some water and wastewater investments. We're always investing in our infrastructure, replacing or adding as we grow. We sold those bonds for less than 1% interest. Total interest cost less than 1%. Taking advantage of a very good bond market if you're on our side of things. A couple more things. Vaccines. We started doing second doses of vaccines this week. More and more next week as people who have been 4 weeks since they got their first Moderna vaccine, they're ready for the second one. Remember that supply is guaranteed. Once we get the first vaccine, we're going to guarantee you that second dose. But we're still working on more first doses. And I think we will have good news for next week about more supply. We're thankful for the state and for the feds for supporting our ability to get this vaccine safely and effectively in the bodies of Lubbockites and West Texans. Stand by for some news early next week about the state of the city. We've got a date for you, and that'll come out early next week. Also, stand by for some good economic development news, big news on Monday of next week. Finally, I want to just do a little shout out. I had a chance last week to speak live a couple times. Not much of that going on, but I spoke to the All Saints High School students on Monday of last week. It was a great chance to get out there with them. Then on Thursday, I got to go to the Lubbock ISD School Board and recognize their trustees, as I recognize all the trustees in our area for their work as this is School Board Appreciation Month. It's good to be out in the community and safely meeting in public, and we're going to see more and more of that as we're able to get vaccines in people's arms. Finally, one bit of good news. Our hospitalization rate continues to go down. I think we're at a point where sometime in the next month we could get below that 15% target that the governor has set. If we can do that, then we can reopen our restaurants to 75%, get our bars open to 50%. Another way that we can make sure that people are able to go to work. And then for us, we get to benefit on the other side of that. I'm thankful for all your good ideas, for your support, your prayers. I look forward to talking to you next Friday. Have a great weekend.